Warning, this video does contain spoilers for Season 1 of Beastars. If you haven't watched Beastars yet, go do that now. I'll be waiting. Oh, hi there. Didn't see you. Just reading my favorite, Mongoloid, Beastman. And, oh, what's that behind me? A blurry image because I couldn't find a good background image for this video? You betcha. Hi there, everyone. My name is John, and today we're doing a little bit of something new. We are doing a new series that I'm calling My Awesome Opinion. See, basically, I have a script right in front of me, so if I'm not looking at you, this may seem awkward. So, basically, I'm going to talk a bit about how this works, so if you'd like to, skip forward to the actual content, you can skip forward to the timestamp, which is right here. This is going to work for all formats of the video, so be warned. Spoilers. Yeah, I didn't have anything else for that. But yeah, there's going to be spoilers for Season 1 of Beastman Star Show. So if you don't like spoilers, stop watching and go watch the show. I'm only going to be mentioning one episode from the first season. So if you really haven't watched anything of Beastars, I suggest you watch it. It's a really good show. So I'll start with the basic synopsis, and then I'll get into my opinions on the topic, and then we'll get to the what will we learn from this kind of thing, where basically we look and see what we can learn or anything like that from Beastars itself, like acting or voice acting in this case, dialogue itself, the whole atmosphere of the show, or anything like that. Which I just realized that 2 of those 3 points I just made I didn't even mention. So let's start. So in the beginning, we open with a gray wolf and a white rabbit hugging. And then we get into the real meat of the show. Neat. So we actually start off with a llama named Tem running away from a carnivore. I don't know his name because I haven't read the manga that far yet. And I don't expect to actually read his name till we get to the end. Hopefully. Tem gets caught and then eaten. So then we get a shot of the whole school, where some students are reading a paper about Tem getting killed. They mention a gray wolf, but then we see a shadowy hand slip away. Kinda sus, not gonna lie. We're now in drama club, where a creepy wolf stares a little too much at a llama. The girl llama, her name's Else. Then all the actors don't like each other for some reason, and Hank Hill is in the background, hiding amongst the other people. But someone mentions that Legoshi or whatever you say, I don't care. He's not there at the little thing they're having right there. But Else is like, oh, I saw him. He was kind of staring at me. Then we cut to Else walking home at night because for some reason they end their school at 10 p.m. Walking home with another female, squirrel, lemur, chipmunk, I don't know, I don't care. And then comes the big bad wolf, gonna huff, puff, and eat your brains out. The wolf shuffles closer to Else. Else tells him to stand back, but he doesn't listen. He's now towering over Else, very carefully staring down at her. Else pulls out scissors in defense, holding them up as weaponry, against the wolf, saying she's not afraid to use them. The wolf grabs away the scissors, and then he hands her a letter. It's a letter from Tem, which was supposed to be given to Else. It was a love letter. So then Else feels bad about being sus on Legoshi, and Legoshi doesn't care, because, even if he does do the medbay scan, nobody cares. They're still gonna suss him out, and it won't change anything about how people see him, which I find really, really sad. But then again, if you talked more to other people in the chat, maybe people wouldn't suss you out. Fun fact, his character was modeled off of something, Lugosi, an actor. Something along the lines. So yeah, we now arrive on Thames Memorial outside the auditorium he was murdered. Lugosi is sitting, thinking about things as a new character, the pompous and egotistic Louis, comes onto stage. Lugosi stares at Louis for like way too long. And now we meet the white bunny girl named Haru. Oh, I forgot to mention, Louis decides that his first words ever said on the show were, you're annoying.
Sorry. Is rudeness something that's inherent in wolves?
Yeah. So then we now get to meet white bunny girl named Haru. She's being bullied by some girls in her dorm room. And then a random ass cut. And then we get back to the exact same content we were just watching, so I have no fucking clue what that was, but oh well. Haru's mattress is just thrown out the window because funny bullying prank. Ha 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 ha. She then just gets straight up ostracized right in front of her face. I'll play the clip right now.
That small? Huh? I'll give you a hand with that.
I wouldn't. That's Haru.
Thanks, but I can do it myself. Sally, you could have stopped them if you were here.
She's kind of pissed off right now. It's best that you leave her be for a bit.
Sally, you bitch. So then Haru is again ostracized, and then gets bullied yet again. This time by a weird-ass looking bunny, with half its face black and the other half white. It doesn't look good, it doesn't look natural, it doesn't look right. I mean, Haru does have some good burns, not gonna lie, but that doesn't matter when a pail of water just kind of comes out of nowhere and just throws at you. What kind of fucking Looney Tunes shit is this? Whatever. So then we're back to Louis and Lego Man. Louis grabs the goat's face and just bullies him. Why is everyone so aggressive? Like, absolutely fucking aggressive in this show. I don't get it. Teenage hormones be going around like crazy. Except I have never seen anyone this aggressive in real life. Actually, I take that back. I've seen a lot of people aggressive this in my school. It doesn't matter. So a new character, again, comes in and gets, guess what, aggressive. His name's Kai, and he was moved to public relations out of the acting pool, which somehow matters because it just does. Whatever. Who cares? So then Louis gets Kai riled up for no reason. Again, aggression for no reason. And then Lugosi blocks a punch coming from Kai because, you know, aggression. And, you know, I don't get it. I think there might be a reference in the office, in the office, not to the office, but in the office. There's like this coat thing that's sitting there, and I feel like it's a reference to something. I don't know what it's a reference to. I don't watch anime. I don't really read manga. I just read Beastars because it's a furry thing. Let's be honest. Oh, and sexual tension vibes from Louis and Beastman, but we don't talk about that. Now we return to Haru. Again, this show cuts a lot, but it's better than me explaining it. She dried out her outfit, walks outside, and then we see how the wolf and the rabbit stories match up. So Legoshi smells rabbit and gets horny or something. I don't know. Yeah, that reminds me right there of when I get horny. Legoshi's lawn jump is something to be impressed at. I will admit, he jumps way further than I fucking can in Super Mario 64. You know how shit I am at that game. So that's the first episode done. By the way, this first season is so long, I'm not gonna review the whole first season. It'd just be too unrealistic. So yeah, that's the first episode done. But the whole series is based off like the first like 6 mangas, and I've only gotten up until the 4th one, and I'm not even done with the 4th one, and I'm gonna be even lessened. I read the 4th one on my phone, but I am gonna buy it. But I have all the 3 physical copies. I know I'm something of a cool guy myself, but you know. So now we talk about my opinion. I mean, how much I fucking love this show. This show is like a masterpiece to me. Well, not a masterpiece, but it's really fucking good to me. It's got everything. It's got drama. It's got aggression. It's got like sex scenes. It's got aggression. It's got way too much fucking aggression. Why? It's got 3D. It's actually got 3D animation mixed with anime style like writing, not writing, but drawing. If you notice that the Rhino girl in the first episode looks to be more traditionally drawn, whereas the llama girl is more 3D animated. I think they went with this not because of laziness, but out of the fact of just efficiency, because most of the characters aren't going to get reused. And they actually blended the 3D models they integrated the 3D models into the regular 2D anime style really seamlessly. The first time I watched, I didn't really notice it until I watched it the second time, and then I was like, oh wow, that is really well done. I didn't notice that the first time, but it's really well done the way the show does it. I give my props to Team Orange or whatever they're called. The people that made the Netflix adaptation. They've made another show before, but I didn't watch it because, I'm not an anime watcher. Oh, I love all the characters. The characters are really well made. They're, like, you can actually feel for them. Not feel for them, but, like, you can relate to them. But at the same time, you can also understand them. And they feel like real characters, like real people, in a way, except for the fact that they're furries, but, they feel like real personalities being portrayed in this show. And I like that a lot, because it gives you varied, characters. And I don't know where I was going with this, but I really like the fact that their characters are detailed. The voice actors are really fucking good too. The voice actors did a fantastic job. And I can't really explain it, but they really portrayed, when I read the manga, and then I watched the show first, right? And I didn't really understand. But when I read the manga and then I watched the show again, I really felt like that was the character's voice, right? Like, Louis really sounded like a pompous asshole in the show. And that's exactly the vibe I got from him when I read the manga. Beast Man, Lego Man, he is a shy kind of personality guy, for some weird reason. And in the show, the voice actor did that well. Haru, the cute bunny girl, move over there, her voice actor, cute. It was great. The voice acting roles were great. Even the side characters, like the goat, I felt really matched. I don't know. I can't really explain it quite well, but I thought they did really fucking good with the voice actors. And the voice actors themselves did a really good job. I've always been envious of voice actors, because I've kind of wanted to do voice acting, but I don't know. I think that they did really fucking good, is what I'm saying. And if I remember, I can actually link Legoshi's VA's YouTube page, which he's really funny, and I'll do it right now. So here's the final point of the video. What we can learn from Beastars. Well, for one, 3D Furry High School do be slapping though. But seriously, I think that transforming a manga to a show can be done pretty badly, and I think they did it really fucking good. Like, they could have messed up in so many ways, and they didn't, and I think that's amazing. For one, I don't think the show would be the same if it was all just anime. I don't think it would have that same feel to it. The 3D animation definitely helped a lot, but I think that the story was something to take away from it too. How it had a good okay, if you're ever writing a story, you always want a hub area to come back to if you're going to make a story that you're going to repeat, such as something like Beastars, where you're going to repeat it. So you always want that hub area. In this one, it's the school. It gives the reader a sort of familiarity with with what they're reading. Whereas if you keep changing the scene, it's going to be hard for them to visualize in their head or even read on paper what they're seeing. It's hard for them to keep track of the story. So if you keep this sort of hub area for them, they can understand it better. But what's a good story without its plot? And its plot needs to make concise sense, and I think that Beastars landed that perfectly. They've made a concise plot that I think is really fun, and it's really easy to make side stories on like they do, like with Legon and the chicken. I think they made a great side story there, or the fact that after the credits, or not the credits, but like in the book, they have like a couple bonus panels at the back for just fun comics, and I think that the plot really had like this. It had room to make those things happen, and again, what would be a good plot without good characters? The characters were well made, well thought out, and well conceived, and I think that if you want your reader to really vibe with these characters, then you have to make characters that are, one, varied, so they're not all the same character, but two, you also have to make sure that the characters are fun to read. Whereas if you make them all very dull and boring and just, it makes them unfun. But when I'm reacting to something that Legoshi's doing, and he's doing something completely fucking stupid, I think I'm like angry, right? But if I didn't care about the character, then I wouldn't care about what's happening to him. I'd be like, okay, cool, that's happening. But because of the way they made the characters likable to a certain degree, even Louis, which I fucking hate Louis, they made him likable to a certain extent where I don't want him dead, but I do want him dead in a way. I want to see where he goes with the story. Yeah, and I think that the story wrapped up those three main elements perfectly. The characters, the plot, and the setting. And what's a good story or a good book without its author? The author, Paru, I think his name is. I probably butchered his name on accident, and I didn't mean to. But he made a great story, and he's funny too, to a certain extent. I think it's like an accidental funny, because when, in the back of the book that I'm reading, he says, actually I can grab it right now so I can cite it. Alright, it's on the third manga, and it's, my bottle. After I began drawing this manga, I stopped buying clothes with animal print. I think that's fucking hilarious, and I think that's accidental hilarious. He's accidental, like he's awkward funny, and that's what makes him funny. But he's on Instagram, and I'll try to put a link in the description of his bio. Why did I have to say that? I don't have to actually link them in my videos, but now I'm just creating extra work for me. Alright, let's wrap this up. I'm getting a little carried away. Anyway, thank you to everyone that was involved with this story. Not only the creators, but the people who made the manga. I love everyone that did this. And I gotta say, farewell to Beastars. If you don't know, Beastars, the actual mangas are ending, I think, in volume 22 or 23. I can't remember. But I know that the latest issue is 21, I believe. I may be wrong. But anyway, they're stopping. They're not making the mangas anymore. And I'm really fucking sad about that. I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that, I was really fucking bummed out because I loved it. It was that one time I finally find a show that a show slash manga or book that I'm really into, right? And it gets cut short. I only found out about this like a month or two ago, okay? And now it's just getting cut, and it's sad. I still have like a shit ton of the manga to go through, and the show is still gonna come out with like season 2 and more of that. But still, it's still sad. It's still sad because it means that because I now know that the story is not going to keep continuing, so I don't have that feeling like never-ending tale of just happiness, right? It's crushing. It's really crushing because I really fucking love the show, and I love the manga and I love the story. But oh well. Bugs! Thank you everyone for watching my video. This has been an installment of my opinion doesn't matter. What was it again? My awesome opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'm out. I'm sad.